Alright guys, today we're talking about black fretboards, and since I don't feel like selling a kidney, we're not using ebony. Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. I'm Roger, and this is the Dog Tired Workshop. So currently, I've got two custom guitars in the works. One for a local music store that will aesthetically be based on this guitar here. I'll put up an image there on the screen for you. It'll be my body style, but it'll be translucent red, have some black P90s in it, chrome hardware, black fretboard. The other guitar is going to a friend of mine who's a massive gamer, and specifically, he's an Overwatch gamer. So we're going to do an Overwatch themed, or more particularly, a Reinhardt themed guitar. So we'll do a silver body, black and chrome hardware, maple neck, black fretboard, and we'll tie in some other Reinhardt details, like maybe the stencil on his shoulder on the upper horn, Reinhardt splash as an inlay on the 5th fret, that kind of thing. But the bottom line now is I've got two custom guitars that each need a black fretboard. Now when most builders or players think of black fretboards, you're going to think ebony. The problems with ebony are multifold. Number one, it's expensive. There's no getting around it. The reason for that expense is, number two, it's rare. Black ebony is more and more rare nowadays. A lot of places will actually use discolored ebony and use a stain to darken it up. And then number three, it's not the easiest stuff to work. It can be kind of chippy. So when you're cutting fret slots or trimming it up to be flush with the neck, you can have some chipping out that you've then got to go back and repair. So in light of all that, when I need a black fretboard, I reach for a product called Richlite. Richlite is actually a resin-infused paper product. Laminates of paper infused with a resin that makes it extraordinarily durable, extraordinarily dense, and extremely wear resistant. This stuff is actually used in indoor and outdoor building projects, as well as commercial cutting boards, so you know it's going to be resilient. And I challenge you, if you think you can tell a difference sonically between an ebony fretboard and a Richlite fretboard, you can't. I know, guys, there's people out there that say they can tell the difference between, which brand of batteries are in their pedals. I get it, but I'm telling you, from a scientific standpoint, you cannot tell the difference between ebony and Richlite on a sonic basis. Now, feel-wise, touch-wise, maybe you can, because again, that's going to be a very personal thing. Some people like the feel of maple fretboards, some like East Indian rosewood, some like ebony, so I can't combat that. But if you go into a store and play a Richlite fretboard guitar with a completely open mind, no preconceived notions, my bet is that you won't be able to tell a difference, and you'll kind of like it because it polishes up, because it's a resin-infused product, it polishes up extraordinarily smooth and shiny. So there's not going to be any reason to try to use some exotic hardwood when there's a perfectly viable man-made option right here. As I found a place online called the Cutting Board Company. So at the Cutting Board Company, you can actually specify what size board you want to order. It's completely custom. They sell them in 1/4 inch thicknesses, which makes it convenient because all of my fretboards are 1/4 inch. And for me, I figured out if I ordered about a 22.5 by 20 inch board, that would yield me about 10 boards at less than $10 a fretboard. That's even including shipping, guys. So it's extraordinarily economically friendly and obviously ecologically friendly as well, which is always a good thing. Okay, so with that being said, let's get started on processing some of these into the fretboards for these guitars. Okay guys, we got both fretboards radiused out to 12-inch radius. Now we need to cut the fret slots. I've got a handy little jig that I'll use, but first I need to get the radial arm saw cleaned off. Okay guys, I've got the fretboard attached. Let me show you what I've got working here. So this template works on a series of notches. Don't know if you can see that. What I've done is I've actually mounted a screw, I don't know if you can see that, into my fence. I push the screw through enough to register in the notches. Perfect fret slots every time. Let's get to work. Now that I've got the fret slots cut, I'm going to use this saw blade to cut the nut slot. It's going to cut the exact right width with a perfectly flat bottom slot. So let me get this set up on the saw, we'll get the fretboard realigned, and we'll go to work. Alright guys, and with that, now I've got two fretboards slotted, radiused, and ready to go. Now I'm not going to get these glued on the neck yet because with the Reinhardt fretboard, I need to take it to my friend who has the CNC laser, and we'll get footage of that when that happens, but we'll need to get him to do the inlay for us. And then on the other one, quite frankly, I just don't have the neck blank ready to go. So with that being said, thanks a lot for tuning in guys, and we'll see you next time.